What is up, everybody? It's the Inhuman one here with part 11 of the Fist-only playthrough for Lords of the Fallen on veteran difficulty. And I think in the last stream we overcame one of the biggest obstacles. I think ever since the fight with Griefbound Rowena, the Hallowed Crow, or Hollowed Crow, those gimmick type enemies, that's when the difficulty and the challenge of this challenge run started presenting itself. We then faced off with the Tancred Master of Castigations, which was such a frustrating fight. It took me an entire stream and I failed. But then I changed my perspective and was like, oh yeah, I'm doing a challenge run. It's supposed to be hard. So then we started playing smarter and we beat them pretty early in the previous stream. We're now at the a new area. What's up, Walter? How are you doing today? We're not a new area. I think this is the Abbey, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see here. The Abbey of the Hallowed Sisters. And we have already fought two bosses here. We're going to be facing off with Judge Cleric, which should be one of the more difficult bosses, and then just continue along our merry way. But anyways, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today, and we're going to get this stream started. What's up, Walter? I am quite tired, guys. I wish I had one more day off. I'm telling you that right now. I stayed up so late last night, in defiance of the routine in the week to come. We're gonna go over here, and I think we died to one of the it's like a visage or the face enemy, so we're gonna come over here and try and take on whoever we can. I have no clue where the projectile chick is, the abyss person. Curious. Walter says, I'm awesome, hope you're doing well. Nice. I'm glad to hear it. I'm just so tired. I stayed up so late last night, so I'm just completely drained. Let's see. We have those enemies to fight. We will fight them, but first, let's go back over here and get killed by this thing. We gotta warm up a little bit anyways. I haven't played since the last stream, so I'm gonna be a little rusty, and that's okay. Lovely. It makes you get so close. I really wish you didn't have to take a step to do that lamp bearer move. That is quite dangerous. No, I'm good. I'm just exhausted. Ooh, I was too slow there. What's up, R squared over on Twitch? How you doing? Yeah, get some. My face. Ooh, I don't know what happened there. Punch him in the back. Okay, maybe not. Nice. You're not capable. R squared says, good morning, the Inhuman. Hope you had a great weekend. I did. I had a fantastic weekend. Hung out with the family. Oh, spent so much awesome time. But man, I am beat. I am so sleepy right now. I stayed up so late. I am absolutely like just beat. We partied it up, man. We were playing Skyrim and you know, different games like that. Just a bunch of Bethesda games. It was so much fun. So my wife and I played Fallout, and then my daughter and I, and we all of us, I say we all were able to play Skyrim, and it was so much fun. But Fallout is a bit too gruesome, and the language. So it's like, we don't play that one when she's around. But okay, so let's see. How do I get? I think it looks like that can take me there. But that wouldn't be necessary. Okay. Interesting. Oh, let's go over here. I'll hop out of here for now. R squared says, and good morning to all my peeps on YouTube as well. Absolutely. They're pouring in. Slowly but surely. It's, you know, it's one of these days. It's a Monday. Walter says, I took some melatonin last night around 8. Fell asleep until 10. I definitely feel refreshed, but maybe too much sleep, opposite of you. Oh, I know the feeling. Yeah. They say magnesium. They say melatonin. There's a few things that they say are actually quite good for, you know, getting you that nice rest. And I could go take a nap right now. I'm just tired. I went to sleep like at 2 a.m. Very, very beat. That's my fault. It's self-inflicted. Come on, cage dude, cage brother. How would that not work? Oh, okay. I don't have a soul flay charge. I love fighting both of them at the same time. And they just walk away. Whoop, he's dead. I'm not dead yet. Don't count me out yet. Darn it. That's not... I don't have the strength. Okay. I don't have a soul flay charge, though. Oh, that's a big combo. Yikes. Okay, I guess I'll heal. You're not very nice, lady. Okay, she's dead. Jeez Louise. Whew, yeah, I'm absolutely beat, man. I stayed up way too late last night considering I had to do this. Melatonin. Yeah, melatonin and magnesium are pretty good. What's up, Kennedy? Kennedy says eager to get into it. Absolutely. I'm just a little sleepy today. I'm actually quite tired. I stayed up very late, so... You know. Wasn't the smartest thing I've done. We do have to clear this Abbey area out, and then we'll, continue making our way through this area, navigating it. Finding all the secrets, of course. We beat three bosses last stream. We'll beat, hopefully, Judge Cleric today, which is quite a difficult boss with weapons. We'll see what she's like post, you know, the veteran patch, which is what we're playing on today. The veteran difficulty is the hardest difficulty in the game, so curious to see how difficult this will be for us. Have a feeling it's gonna suck. Might suck. Okay, I think we're good. We don't need to entertain all that. We've done this as well. We can run back up here now. Hope everybody had a great weekend, a great holiday. And feels rested, unlike me. I feel like I stayed up way too late. I hear like swings. I thought that was potentially a Reaper, but hold on, is this a whole path? Okay, completely denied that. Oh hey, it's you. I don't like you. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay, let's go this way first. I remember this vaguely. Oh, right, lovely. The heck was that about? Hello, friend. Goodbye, friend. And she's still alive, by the way. That's disgusting. I'm gonna do this rooftop navigation here. Oh, that's a jump. How am I supposed to make that? Maybe I pull this? Better. Okay. That's actually doable now. You look real. I could drop down there. Or we go here and get killed by this guy. Oh, darn it. Okay, I'm getting this then. You'll never catch me. Oh, that actually hurt me. Never mind. Just punch her. Ah, okay. Alright, we're just gonna do this instead. Doesn't matter. I think I got all the loot, which is all that matters. Okay, so... There's something up there, though. I see a chest. Colby, what's up, my brother? Colby says, howdy, Inhuman. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing fantastic. I'm just super sleepy and tired because I stayed up till like 2 a.m. last night. Partying it up with my my family. We were just playing Skyrim and... Oh, man. Eating cookies and I'm just beat. I used to be an adventurer once, till I took an arrow to the knee. You missed. How's it going, Colby? Hope you're doing fantastic, my friend. And I hope this year is starting off on the right foot for you as well, my friend. Oh no. Ow, my back. Okay, is that not a chest over there then? Oh, that chest's over there. That's not even a chest, that's a person. Combos. Look at you. Nice. Okay. Well, there's really no need. That chest up there is on the other side of the tower. I don't even need that. Matthias says to know is to know what you know. Oh, is to know is to know you know nothing. That is the knowledge of true knowledge. Socrates. That sounds very Socratic. Makes no sense. I wasn't a big fan of the Greek philosophers. I think they're overrated. That's me though. But largely I felt like they were like raised to a pedestal. I think some of the things they say are alright. But some of the tests and some of the they were so deep into the philosophy thing. I was like, what drugs were you guys on? I wonder. Those dank Greek drugs. Hey, Inhuman and everyone in chat. Hope you all had a great weekend. I know who didn't have a great weekend though. Uh-oh. Colby says Skyrim is always a good time. Oh, it's a classic. It's timeless. A timeless classic. Okay, so I guess we're not doing that. We're gonna go this way. We're gonna go this way instead. We fought the boss in here. Okay, so maybe there's... I don't remember. Is there a way we can explore? The dude took the rune. This was the only scripted fight where there was an NPC, and I didn't summon him. It's just part of his quest line. Okay, so that's the pathway over there. That's the pathway right over here. Aristotle had some good ideas about metaphysics, and that's about it. Yeah, when they got into like I like their math postulates and some of their science stuff. But some of the philosophy stuff, I was like, what? I was like, you just made that up. You just made that up. Now, some of the stuff I was like, yeah, y'all were on drugs. The math and the science stuff, some of it, is very decent. But some of the philosophy stuff I felt was overrated, at least in my studies. Good old college days. Oh, you guys are just kind of stuck? Ooh. Alright. So it looks like there's this little pathway here. I think this goes down. This reminds me vaguely of like a Dark Souls 2 area. That particular structure and the way it's set up there. Shrooms, likely, says Walter. Very nice. It had to be, right? You come here. You come to me. We have beaten every boss so far. The most difficult boss, in my opinion, was probably the Master of Castigations. which we beat in the previous stream. Really happy about that, by the way. Let's go this way. I mean, it seems like this is going up. I don't remember which is the path to forward progression, but it's fine. We'll discover that shortly, won't we? Ooh, that's certainly a courtyard. I think this is where you get a quest item. I want to say this is where you get the tattered banner, if I'm not mistaken. It's a bad boy. Bad dog. You're not dead yet. Even worse. Whoa! Ow. Oh gosh. Time to heal. I think it's time to heal. Oh gosh, and Matthias says, Inhuman, I missed your response because of some ads that badger my subconscious and vision. They're like, you must purchase, you must buy. Oh man, no, I was just saying that, I was saying hi, I hope you had a great weekend. And I was mentioning the fact that I felt from my experience that some of the Greek philosophers, I didn't really like their philosophy much. I thought they're overrated. I did enjoy some of their math postulates and stuff, and some of the science things they did, but I was teasing and saying, what drugs were they on? But that was about it. Other than that, I've just been talking about the run and what I hope to get accomplished today. Ooh, she has a parasite over there then. Where is it hidden? There's a mimic to my left. She didn't used to be here. I thought there was an abyss type enemy again, but maybe not. I am interrupting her almost every time. Posture damage, baby. Let's go. Nice, very nice. And then we'll do this and we'll finish her off, hopefully. Lovely. She didn't even know her physics just was like, yep, I give up. I give up. Take that, Aristotle. That's so funny. So Matthias, during that ad break, did you buy anything? Did you buy anything during that ad break? Did it work? Did it appeal to your subconscious enough to force you to buy something? Buy. If I'm not mistaken, there's nothing else here aside from this little area. That would be a gargoyle. There should be an item here, and that's what I'm a little concerned about. There should be the tattered ah, there she is. Okay. Let's go kill her real quick. Drinking her juice. Mommy's having her smoothies today. Oh gosh. Yeah. Okay. No, don't you dare. You're dead, but I mean, I'm dead. Okay, that's fine. But so are you. What a terrible enemy. And that's the little, yeah, that's the worst enemy in the game right here. Okay, that might be the tattered banner. Move, please. I got the tattered banner. Okay, perfect. Oh, yes. Thank you. Saintly Quintessence, let's go. Come at me, bro. What in the combo breaker is that? Wow. What an enemy indeed. Okay, and then we have the second gargoyle friend. Right? Or not, never mind. I thought there were two. That was terrifying. Well, I got what I needed out of that encounter, though. Which was the saintly quintessence among other things. want to say thank you guys so much for the great turnout. I didn't realize it was going to be such a lively stream. We got a bunch of familiar faces, and I love that. Love seeing you guys. I hope you guys are doing great as well. More than anything, I just hope that this year is everything you want it to be. Like, so for example, I like that, Matthias. So Matthias says, that's an interesting perspective and opinion. I can see why you would think that, or why you come to. However, I beg to differ and choose to have. Oh man, I didn't get to see the rest of that comment. I would like to clarify and say that it's not a blanket state. Oh no, I don't have health. It's certainly not a blanket statement that, oh my gosh, but some of the things, right? Like there's some of their earlier postulates became things like in science that, in my opinion, are now used to try and disprove God's existence, and that just pisses me off. Because it's like, the real thing about what science is truly about is trying to understand God's works and miracles. And then whenever you get an egotistical scientist or group of people, then that's people trying to replicate or become gods themselves. So how can I do this and start doing these things and start, playing God, so to speak? And then with that, well, if you can do that, then why would there be a God and whatever else, right? That's my biggest issue with certain things like that. But there's certain postulates, like in particular, that it just don't make sense to me. And it's not because I lack understanding, it's just because it's like it just doesn't happen. For example, they had this experiment they did where, essentially it was kind of like the earliest experiment that then became the reason why people kind of think like, if you don't observe it, it didn't happen, So if you don't observe something, it can't happen. But there's actually science that contradicts that exactly, that if you don't look, that if you're staring and observing, then sometimes those things won't happen. It's called the quantum Zeno effect, right? So a lot of times, like for example, matter will not change if you're observing it. It takes longer for it to change. It's almost like it's shy. But if the postulate was true, saying, well, if you don't observe something, it doesn't happen, well, that's a contradiction, right? And somehow these things coexist, and I don't understand how that's possible. And my, like, how are two things that contradict themselves existing in the same space? So, but let me see. Matthias says, I beg to differ and choose to have come to my own opinions, interpretation, and conclusion and understand. Yeah, for sure. I think that when it comes to individual things, like, I'm like, yeah, but I don't regard the Greek philosophers as highly as most, I think. Well, I know that I don't. I know that I don't regard them as highly as... I mean, sometimes they had some pretty solid ideas. But there's some things I just don't agree with. That would then, the philosophy would then somehow become scientific, whether it had evidence supporting it or not, and then those are now, like, in my opinion, you have now contradicting or conflicting schools of thought. But it's like, well, which one's right? There's not, very rarely are there two right answers, But it's just stuff like that. Like, that's a perfect example for me. The quantum Zeno effect. That's pretty much saying, like, matter and things like that won't shift phases if you're observing it. But on the other side of things, they say, if you're not looking at something, it ceases to exist. Like, like if the tree fell in the woods, but if we weren't in the woods, then, and no one's observing it, then did it really fall, or is it really a tree? It's like, a little too deep. It's like, yes, those things still happen. All the laws that have been put in place, I think they're constantly in motion. Whether we're observing them or not is not important. The interesting thing is, there are some phenomena that when we're trying to observe things like that, it may or may not occur as quickly or smoothly as we think because we're observing it. And I think that's really, I don't know why that is. It's very interesting to me. Quantum Zeno effect. I love that. It's something that I used to really think about pretty extensively. I was like, whoa, this is deep. I'm just going to do this because I don't feel like doing that whole path again. I'm lazy today. I'm tired today. Oh, I didn't know you were there. Hello? Ooh, Matthias, I see a good comment. I'm going to read it in just 1 second. This guy is just kind of punching me to death with his mace. Mace punch! Oh, never mind. He uses holy powers. Come here, buddy. Why are you backing away? Why? Don't back away. And I am rusty as well, so my lack of knowledge will definitely present itself. Who's hitting me? You. Okay, let me read real quick. Oh, I was gonna read. Bye, Matthias. The bow archer chick. He's not being nice. Can't run off now. Jeez Louise, man. Cheese and crackers, they say. Socrates grew up in Athens. In Athens, Greece, and walked the streets where they wanted people in society to accept their Greek gods, such as Zeus and Apollo. Socrates saw past and through those ridiculous illusions. Nice. Yeah, Socrates, but the thing is, a lot of them were, in a sense, I guess for lack of a better term, atheists. Like, they didn't believe in God either, like, our God anyways. There's many false gods, but they didn't believe in God either, I don't think. They were just like, that's why they came up with, eventually you would then have the Greek philosophies, and then that kind of not transitioned or whatever, but the Romans were then very similar in that regard. Almost like, I know they're different people, right? But very similar in the thought process. And then you had like the carpe diem, like, oh, you got to be worldly and seize the day because you never know what's gonna happen. It was like a really weird. And then now it's the head of the Catholic Church. I was like, huh? What is happening in the world? And I don't think people see that. It's like, you realize how contradictory and weird that is, right? But yeah, I don't think they believed in anything. They believed in themselves. And that was what, I think they're one of the flaws, but still had great ideas and cool things. But I think that some of the things, like, they could have reached better, even deeper conclusions had they had faith. But you're right that they didn't necessarily believe in the Greek pantheon of sorts, but there are some that didn't believe in anything. There are some that believed in more like a higher power type thing. I think Aristotle, somebody did, I don't remember who it was. Somebody had like that was more like they believed in like a general, like there is some force or whatever. Could be sentient, could be coincidental. But yeah, I don't remember all the details. I forget who's who, by the way, too. I certainly forget who believed what. But it's so interesting. Like, I love studying that stuff. It's been so long, though, since I've actually learned about that stuff. But yeah, it's like, I'm gonna die. Oh, no. All I want to do is get past this. Colby says, I really enjoyed the Greek concept of love that you, like eros, that you meld with a person to form something larger than the sum of your parts. It's more detailed than that, but that's the basics. And that's funny because there is some truth to that. But the funny thing about the truth to that is, remember, I don't know if you're familiar with the Bible, but the Bible talks about one flesh, So two people becoming one flesh. If you think about the story of Adam and Eve, Eve was made from Adam's rib, right? So like it was Adam, essentially. God took a piece of his genetic material, then created Eve, right? So they were the union of those two. That was, they were essentially one flesh, not only literally, but conceptually as well. So it's funny because like a lot of these great teachings where it's like, yeah, like that's what the Bible says, so interesting stuff. And then sometimes there's things that aren't, that are taken out of context or this or that, but it's just, there's so much knowledge and then there's so much you have to kind of sift through. Oh, and even now, I really feel for like the next generation. It's gonna be so hard for them to understand what's truth, what's not, because, I mean, my gosh, as AI continues to be the go-to for providing answers, and it's looking better and better in terms of how hard it is to distinguish between what's real and what's not. It's just, I have no clue how they're gonna know the truth from anything other than that. And I think sometimes, like, maybe that is, that's gonna be our downfall. Not knowing and being able to distinguish the truth or fact from fiction. But that's my sci-fi rant of the day, I guess. Matthias is speaking of the quantum Xeno effect. I was actually just watching a video about that myself over the weekend. How freaky. See? There is no coincidence, Matthias. There is no coincidence. But yeah. I love thinking about all that stuff, and one thing that I've learned to do is you go back as far as possible to determine when something originated, or what is the origin of certain things. Like there's something like holidays that we celebrate, for example, that are pagan or Greek or Roman in nature, or whatever, that are anti whatever we believe as, you know, certain people and groups. And so it's funny, it's like if you go back and you see the origin of things, you learn the history of it, you'll then learn whether it's something that you should be doing or not, and you make that choice for yourself. But it's things that I've learned, and as a young adult, I really started doing lots of research to determine what the truth was, at least as close to the truth as I could understand. Obviously, I'm just a person, but it's very interesting stuff when you get into it. Oh no, I just need one of you guys, please. One delivery boy giving me all of your loot. Come on. Where am I now? Oh, this little alcove thing. Come here. But yeah, I love getting into all that stuff. And I think it's always important that we do have differences and that we talk about them. But, you know, all I ask is that we do it respectfully. But yeah, I welcome the different opinions. Because if it's only my opinion, only one opinion, that doesn't make it right. And just because there might be some bit of information that is explained to me or shared with me in certain ways that I would not have done and interpreted myself, or been able to interpret myself. And that to me is so invaluable, because you can't just discredit something just because it's a different idea or because you don't necessarily agree with it. So I always want you guys to know I welcome those differences. If you have differences of opinion, that's fine. Especially if we're talking about fun stuff like that. But if we're talking about video, I don't know, yeah, of course. I mean, I don't care. You can be like, yeah, this game sucks. Okay, that's fine, but I'm still playing it. You know? I don't mind. That never hurts my feelings. I just want us to be respectful, that's all. But I love hearing different perspectives. And to me, that's a sign of intelligence, to be able to, instead of just try and bash it and discredit it, you're like, oh, that's an interesting point of view. You don't have to agree with it, but... And I think that distinguishes intelligence from just pure emotional reaction. Okay, so we have this, which should be my vestige right here. Yeah. I think there should always be a watermark on any AI film or image, no matter what. I agree. I think that there should be some accountability, because you have these, all of these, in my opinion, they're worthless people, but you have these people with all these resources, money making all, and entities making all these, you know, with all this money, all this power, all focusing on the same damn thing because they don't have unique thoughts. So you have AI. Oh, AI is the new wave, just like NFTs were a few years ago. It's like, it's all stupid stuff. Just like Meta was this this fictional world that failed, by the way, and cost some of these billionaires billions of dollars. So you have AI now. Oh, everybody's on that, right? Now, I think that is going to be a huge issue, because there's no accountability for it whatsoever. You have people using the AI to do things or without people's consent, and do all types of other things, impersonations, whatever, and only in small circles is it considered something that you cannot do, or it's frowned upon, or in very, very small circles is it considered illicit or illegal. So very rarely do you see that. So because of that, I mean, that's a huge issue. And again, but hey, if you have enough money, you don't really have to worry about the rules. That's what I've learned. I've learned that if you have enough money, it doesn't matter what the rules are. You can do whatever you want. And I don't like that. I don't ever dabble with AI and stuff like that. To me, it's very low intelligence stuff anyways. You don't really need it. It doesn't, half the time when I'm looking for stuff, because what it does is it pulls off the things that have the most engagement. Misinformation continues to spread, and I used to screenshot all this stuff, be like, I'm looking this up and it's giving me this answer, and now I'm like, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter if I know if it's worthless or not. It's still going to be used. Millions of other people are going to not catch the mistakes, the errors, and they're still going to believe these untruths or whatever. So it's like, What is my... No, I'm not gonna do anything to change it. I'm just not gonna use it. I will not use it. But yeah, it just... Never... The only time I've used it is jokingly when I was doing like Path of Exile 2 thumbnails, because first off, there's only like few still images you can get in the game, and then two, because it was crazy some of the stuff you could come up with. And I thought it was really funny, but I explained that during those times. But yeah, that stuff's just weird, really weird. Uh-oh, let's see. You want to talk about and speak of coincidence and inconvenience? YouTube yet again waited for the precise moment you started reading my chat yet again to interrupt. Oh my gosh. If they keep doing this, I'm going to be forced to confront those sponsors and say some very interesting and things in retorts. Colby says the bubble will eventually pop, as it does. Fees are just the price of committing crimes for the rich. I believe that eventually it'll either, you know, be, what do you call it, swept under the rug like everything else, all these other endeavors that failed that people just hop on like crazy, or it's going to be a real big problem for if it persists for this generation into the next. It's going to be a huge issue, because understanding the truth is going to be just whoever has the biggest following can determine the truth. That's already happening with social media and stuff, and I always talk against that. I always speak very strongly against that. But finding the truth is much more difficult, because the day of when the internet is free, that's long gone. Now it's whoever has the most resources, they determine what the truth is, because that's what they're going to be, their proprietary AI is going to be showing and pulling up in terms of results, you know. So it's quite annoying, honestly, because it's like, man, you can only do so much. But I don't really, it's like, in my opinion, it's like, hey, it's your responsibility to determine if you want to care enough to do anything about it, believe it, change it, whatever. I don't. I'm like, whatever. I'll be dead long before. it's like, hey, my responsibility is my people, my family. As long as I keep them away from it, it's like, whatever. But there's only so much I can do, you know. I am no changer of worlds. You can't. There's nothing you can do with that kind of stuff. Okay, why is there so much going on here? That's... I can tell from her accent. That's Pietà. There's like, Judge Cleric, why are you so big? Fees are just the price of committing crimes for the rich. Agreed, with enough money, nothing is impossible because people are greedy by nature. Absolutely, Walter. And I think that's sad, but it is true. Sad but true. Okay, was this nothing except the way back, and I just got... Yeah, I completely forgot about that. That was nothing but the way back. Okay, so that means I would need to return to the area up here. I will have a bit of a walk of shame, but I can get past most of it by sprinting. Colby says, Walter, I think people are generally kind and caring. Capitalism instigates and incentivizes people's greedy and exploitative tendencies. Yeah, I agree with both, in fact. Because, you know, a simple example, I agree with both, like, wholeheartedly, even though they're kind of like in different sides of things. I don't think there's like something evil within us. I think that that's something that's easily perpetuated and presents itself because of sin, you know what I'm saying? If you want to go back to all the things I've been talking about. So it's like, yeah, now we're imperfect, so now it's like in our nature in a way. But if you think about something as simple as even like when you're hungry, and you say you're super duper hungry, and you order way more than you're actually able to even eat, and you're like, dang, I wasted, like that, you know, like that little bit of greed is like, because you're like, you just wanted to consume and wanted more and more, but then you're like, oh, saying your head's preventing you, like, okay, at this point I've only had 4 tacos instead of 7, you know. It's just funny how sometimes with certain things, like whether it be money, food, power, like we want, you know, and it's just interesting. It's very interesting. Okay, I got the tattered banner. I think I need to go talk with what's his nuts, and that's kind of scary because he's way over here. I'm just gonna sprint past everything. I don't even know if there's a vestige back here. You know what? I kind of need the 6,000 too. Oh no! Please go away. Let me think. Okay, I need to go back and figure out where Stoneman's at because I have no clue how to get to his ass. Lovely. She just teleported away. We love that. Dog meat likes that. This item has been here for like 6 years. The Sin Piercer bow. I'm gonna get shot. Don't tase me, bro. We're getting real deep today on this Monday chat, aren't we? I like it. I like it. He's whipping the Shinto out of himself. Ow, thank you, sir. We are getting deep today. I'll catch up on chat in just 2 seconds. I need to get past here without... Okay, yeah. Without dying. Excellent comments, everybody. Matthias says, speaking of AI and human, would you like to hear a quote I came up with? The perspective AI or the dark entity from my story? Yeah. I would like to hear that. That was pretty fun the other day. R squared says, how much do you got left in this game? I would imagine most likely like another 5, probably 10 hours. Just because of what I have to do left and the way I'm doing it, fist only. I think in general, I probably wouldn't have as much to do. Like I just have, let me see. I'll read my notes really quickly. I have the Abbey of the Hallowed Sisters, which we're going to be fighting Judge Cleric if we go up that one lift. We have the Empyrean. We have another part to Upper Calrath, and then Bramis Castle. So we're very close to what I'd consider wrapping this up. But some of the bosses are massive. They have 2 phases, so it's going to be probably another 2-3 days left. R squared. All right, let me see if I can warp to somewhere else, because honestly, this is going to get out of hand. That's here. Maybe starting off here, because I don't remember where Stoneman's at. Walter says, it doesn't mean we can't be caring or nurturing. It just means that we always strive for more. The strive for more is when we can lose sight of the goodness. Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's the ability for us to lose sight. Or that vision of like, oh, maybe I'm doing too much. Maybe I don't need all of this. Maybe I don't need to take this. Maybe I don't actually need this like I thought. And it's just a want. And I think being able to determine or distinguish between the two is incredibly important. But I think it's also a skill that we tend to have struggle with. Wait, this would be like where I was just at, right? Yeah. Dude, where's Stoneman, man? I just need to talk to the guy. I have no clue where he's at either. Let's see. Will this work? Open. This was a thing. Okay, this is semi-familiar. Oh, thank you, sir. Wait, there's a vestige here too? Oh, that's the same vestige. Oh, come on. That's the same exact vestige. Oh my goodness. Where's Stoneman, man? Where? We would have to come through here first. So let's pretend. Oh man. Oh crap, what is that? Come on, don't die. So it's not here. Where the heck is he then? It was an area where... I don't know, man. I'm at the point where I don't even really care to do his quest, but I should. I should care, I just don't. That's 2 seconds away from where I was just at, so that was also worthless. Why not? Why not? See, I don't remember him being anywhere near here. So this must be the complete wrong area. Unless it was here. It could be here. Don't quite remember, but I might be onto something here. Ah, he's over here. Yes. Dude, I got your tattered banner.
Bless us. The banner will be complete again. As will the hallowed sentinels.
Well,
When first we met, Lambera, I did you a disservice by deeming you nothing but Dunmaya's instrument.
yeah, that was mean.
You've proven yourself to be on the side of righteousness.
Well,
For that, I thank you.
that's what he thinks.
Radiance, judgment.
Huh. Do I have anything I can
Radiance,
sell?
Judgment.
Colby says, I see that. I think it's a difference of perspective. We can channel that desire for more for ourselves or more for all. Family and to a greater extent community are so intrinsic to humanity. That's, yeah, I agree. Like I'm saying, like those are all excellent points. Oh, and Matthias, I did answer, yes, I did want to learn more about your story. Your story about the AI kind of like entity thing was really cool. I was enjoying that. I would like to hear more. Sam, I am.
In Radiance, judgment.
I don't really know. Okay, whatever. Guess I'll just get. This dude's gonna die soon, so I gotta get something.
Our Immaculate Lady will bring redemption.
Cool. Let me know how that works out for you, Mr. Dad. Okay, now, honestly, I should just die, but that's fine. I'll continue trying to navigate. I don't really need to do all this, but it's fine. A little warm up, a little stroll. This game seems to be pretty ongoing on stamina, which is solid. Oh, pretty forgiving. Yes, it's quite forgiving, mostly because I'm still light. Even though I do have a giant thing on my head, my character encumbrance level is quite light. It's still classified as light, and as such, I get like the best stamina regen, and I haven't even put a point into it. So the punches cost very little stamina, and I also regenerate it quite quickly. Good shot, sir. Nice. Oh yeah, but it's certainly very forgiving from that perspective. Look at the arrow in my pocket. I've got an arrow in my pocket. Or am I just happy to see you? Oh, really? But the stamina regen is great. Whenever you're light. As you get heavier, the stamina regen is... it's harsh. Especially in the 2014 version of this game, it is ridiculously slow. Oh man. YouTube ate your quote, Matthias. I only see the last one that says souls, the dark entity, the feeding of the pigs. That's all I see. Darn it. Ooh. Matthias says, YouTube didn't like my quote, or should I say AI. Thanks, Colby, for letting us know. Yeah, I did. I only saw the last word that says souls. That's unfortunate. You must be onto something, Matthias. You must be onto something. Alright, let's come back up this way. Was this the path? I already tagged that. Okay, yeah, let's just get out of here. Let's skedaddle. But yeah, so far, I mean, for the most part, I was just kind of breezing through all of this, and then there was a time when things actually got quite difficult, and that was about maybe 2 or 3 streams ago when we faced off with some of the more gimmicky bosses. Aside from that, though, we just kind of embraced and was like, all right, let's just, we gotta do what we gotta do. We signed up for this, and this goes down. Okay. No secret in this elevator, then. I think this will be another boss, so let's get ready. I think this is Judge Cleric, so... This is the Empyrean. Okay, the Empyrean is like a little section that transitions over to Judge Cleric, so we'll be fine. So, we will find Stoneman's body here. He's gonna be on a pike. He will be dead. Because, you know, there's no happy endings in Souls-like games, apparently.
Bless these flowers with your radiance and help them flourish, so too bless.
Matthias says, let me rephrase to a more censor-friendly version so I don't hurt AI's feelings, even if it has any, which it doesn't. Colby says, I also started playing Chronos recently, and I saw that you played it on stream a while back. I'm loving it so far. Ooh, yes. Initially, when I first saw it, I was a bit of a harsh critic, and I said this with every intention, and I cleared it up. But to me, I'm gonna be a harsher critic for things that I'm more familiar with. Like if I lack knowledge, like if it's like, you know, for example, I've been out of the realm of like sports for decades, so I wouldn't be like, no, the best player is this guy. It's like, you know, like I'm not gonna overstep my bounds. But if it's something that I know, like, okay, now we're talking about Souls likes or whatever, like, yeah, I'm gonna have a strong opinion on those things. And I might be a harsher critic because I've seen many more of those things, you know? So like horror games, for example, like depending on what kind it is and whatever, you know, sometimes they're just jump scare fest or sometimes they're not, you know, and they deliver more. And initially, my first thought when I saw the gameplay was, I was like, you know, they're not really doing anything new. The gameplay is quite safe. And it is, because it's very similar to Dead Space. But the story and the setting and what they did with that, I thought was incredible. The mechanic about like the monsters fusing, whatever, that was okay. I mean, it was decent, but it was very safe. And ultimately, I think that the gameplay wasn't where it really shined or whatever, shone. It wasn't the gameplay, it was the story and that awesome world they had created, which I was hoping wasn't just going to be okay. It's pretty much Dead Space with reskin, and it was not, and I was glad to be proven wrong. It's very much doing similar things to Resident Evil 4 and Dead Space. Oh, I put it 4 in the Resident Evil and Dead Space, but to me that's not a bad thing. But the story so far is so unique. Yes, Colby, I agree with you 100% on that. Gameplay wise, it's not bringing anything new to the table. This is not. But it is bringing a lot from a story perspective that you just don't see, and I thought that was really awesome. I love the story. The story's so good. Can you stop doing that? So annoying. One of the worst enemies. Oh, smite. I got smitten. I was smote. Yeah, just come over here. You're annoying me. She teleports away naturally. And then all these dudes. Oof. And she's healing. Kick. This was a boss in the last stream. Now she's just a regular enemy. Naturally. I shouldn't have connected. That's okay though. She had no health. I agree 100% though. Chronos was an excellent game. The twists, the stories, oh, it was so good. And from someone who has played a lot of survival horror games, says Colby, Chronos might be the most difficult in terms of stinginess on ammo and resources. Really makes it feel like every shot counts. Yes. Inventory space, all that stuff is so incredibly important. I found that pretty interesting as well. I remember Matthias being like, don't neglect your inventory space. And he was not exaggerating about that. I'm not even touching anything. Why am I getting hurt? The smoke. That's the best way to pull her out of that whole bramble thing she likes to do, so use the soul flay on her. Alright, so now she's dead, but she is an enemy that will continue to respawn, so let's not die too much. More to her. And apparently they came out with a new harder difficulty. Oh wow. They had like a survival type difficulty, I think, in the beginning. I forget what it was called, but I think I just played at normal. That was just a standard playthrough for me, which is refreshing at the time. There were so many launches, I was getting overwhelmed. Oh goodness. We have another one. I don't... Oh, I remember these enemies. I don't miss this little scenario here. Good gravy. And there's a ladder over here you can go down at some point. Like, there's all kinds of stuff. We're gonna be dying here a few times before we make the beeline to the boss, but it's okay. There's still a handful of things we need to do. There will be a body, and it'll be Stoneman's body that we do need to ensure that we loot. And that's the end of his quest, for example. Alright, so lovely. More and more of these Abbey chicks. How are you so dang annoying? She's like, I'm empty. Nice. Oh, the new temporal driver difficulty comes out this year. Maybe a challenger in the future. There was a time when I was thinking I was going to go fists only on it. Like, not fists only, but like pistol whip only. I was like, this could be done. But I don't think I did a challenge run on that one. I'd done challenge runs on like Resident Evil Village and stuff before, so I wouldn't be averse to a challenge run for something like that, another horror game. Am I in... Oh, I'm not in Umbral. I'm still in Axiom, it just looks gross. Please stop. Please stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Can't go too far behind me because that Huntress chick will punch me in the back and I'll die. Alright, let's go loot some stuff. And then we gotta switch over to Umbral at some point as well. That would be wild. Yeah, I actually, like, for a period was gonna do that. And I was like, it's... On the difficulty that I played it, it was very doable. Because half the time you have to do fists only because you don't even have enough ammo. I was running out of ammo so much in that game. And then I started hoarding so much that at the very end, when I was facing the final boss, I had like a whole, you know, I mean, I had so much ammo of the most powerful types. I was like, yeah, I got this. It was a very fun game though. Okay, where are you? You come here. Come on. Never dodge backwards. I didn't mean to, but it happens sometimes. Never happens, I promise. Can't see anything. Nothing like shielded enemies, I tell ya. There's Stelmond. It's like he didn't make it. He didn't make it. We just fought a boss that did the same thing. It's so funny. And she has just about as much health, which is hilarious. And then we'll do this to finish her off. And she'll be back. Don't you worry. She'll be right back. So that was Stelmond. I'm glad that he really cared about his banner because it's, you know, he's been impaled on it now. Suitable ending for him. Oh man, it's just not working, Matthias. Your quote keeps getting eaten alive. Matthias, all I see is reap and feed on their souls. That's it. It shows me nothing else. That's so annoying. It's completely redacting it. Colby says, unlucky again, Matthias. YouTube censorship hates you. Colby says, that big dude in the steelworks had me tweaking because it was literally down to my last shotgun slug. Oh yeah. There are some pretty awesome fights down there. I don't know why, but I apologize, Matthias. It's certainly not working though. Matthias says, Colby, did my chat get eaten up again by the void monster that lies in the shadows of YouTube? Yes, it did. Sadly, it did. It got eaten alive. Let's go down here first, and then we'll go the other way. Let's go around. It certainly ate it. Like, what's up, man? This is reduced, like not reduced, but this is post like enemy density. There were used to be like dozens of these idiots just running around. Oof, it was a time to be alive. Where are you? Quit having babies. No. Cool. Might be dead here. Totally dead here. So that means I'm gonna go ahead and rush the rush to Umbral, rush the ladder, go down and just be done with it. AI doesn't like the curtain being pulled. No, it does. Yeah, I think I used just about all my ammo on that Steelworks enemy too. They do, unfortunately, also resort to like reusing some of the same exact bosses like multiple times. Like you fight pretty much every boss except like the very unique ones more than once. And that was unfortunate because the game is pretty short, so to not have unique enemies, that was a bit of a bummer, but all in all, pretty good. Okay, you can put away your little thing. Thank you. Nice. Yeah, come join me. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Oh, I'm dead because I'm in Umbra already. Golly, this is so freaking annoying. a basic enemy like that, she becomes a monster, and honestly, if I recall her being terrible even at launch. I mean, more so at launch. Yeah, it's giving me the RE2 vibes of length, like 10 to 12 hours. Yeah, like 20 hours if you're trying to platinum it kind of thing, you know? I agree with that. I'm just gonna do this. Matthias says, if I may, Inhuman, may I break it down sentence by sentence so that mayhaps I'll know which part AI doesn't want me revealing? Yeah, that's fine with me. Doesn't bother me. There's no way. She was trying to grab me. There you go. Please give me full health. Uh-oh. Yeah, you can certainly break it down. Look at all these idiots. 5 of them over there already. Whew. Colby says, I'm excited to try New Game Plus with it though. Going in guns blazing with all my upgrades could be fun. Absolutely. And just so that you know, Colby, without any spoilers, the New Game Plus is essentially something that is, like, I would say semi-required to get a certain ending or a series of endings. So you definitely would want to do that without spoiling it for you. Did I not? What's happening? You guys suck. All the Demogorgons. Okay, die. Now we have to go across. 1 out of 1 says, I will feed them lies like pigs eating grain. Okay, got that one. How long can you hold your beam? Nice. Now what we do is we just rush and go to the left tower, and then we'll use our... We'll go into Umbral, and we'll go explore over there. Golly, my chair is squeaky. Hold on. Okay, better. Yeah, New Game Plus is, I think, want to say it's part of how you actually get another ending. Nice. There's no way she hit me through that. Like, seriously? That was impressive. Judge Cleric, you're psycho.
And they have the temerity to question me, to condemn my actions. I wonder what you'd say to them now.
Here it goes. Big jump. Goodness. So many enemies. Okay, now everybody chill. Stop punching me, please. What's the gimmick here? Time-sensitive bridge is time-sensitive. Let's see. Now we can go down. Jump. Clear out this pathway here. Oh, see, 2 and 3, Matthias, were deleted. Because now the next one I see is number 4. So lines 2 and 3 were deleted. I have a feeling we're going to have to fight these guys again. Yep. This was a boss not too long ago. We fought 2 at the same time. It was atrocious. Oh, there you go. Hopefully they can't bring themselves back or bring each other back. Let's see. Cool. Playing kind of dumb because I'm like trying to just beast mode through them. That's not very smart. Yeah, I didn't like 2 or 3. Colby, thanks so much. Fists only, guys. Why do I do it to myself? Are they dead? Why are you getting up? Oh, okay. So they're linked to each other, just like before. Luminous Abiding Defender Sword. Matthias says, quite literally, there's nothing, in my opinion, even worth blocking or censoring. Whiskey, Tango, Foxtrot, YouTube. Yeah, they're choosy today. They're very picky about what they want you to say today. Saintly Quintessence. I think it's time for me to, at some point, go back and try and retrieve the, or enhance my Sanguinarix so I can heal maybe 8 times. That'd be great. That's his heal punish. That's my heal punish. Okay, so let's see that. Go over here. We got the Stillness Hood. Seems like he's over here. Another one's coming my way. Unless it's this one. The sound seems, the audio seems off, I should say. Duralium nuggets. We got the nuggies. We got this over here, which is not bad. Give myself an extra health bar right here, I guess. Let's go see what's on this side, and then we'll drop down at some point, I'm sure. Had to check. Alright. Don't resurrect your friend. Okay. Alright. Don't resurrect. The worst. The absolute worst enemies. Matthias tries again with number 2 and says, and they will gobble it all up till their bellies and minds are full and plump. Does YouTube like that one mayhaps? Yes, YouTube took it. So number 1, I will feed them lies like pigs eating grain, and they will gobble it all up till their bellies and minds are full and plump. Hey, it does like it. Now we just need line 3, PC edition. We got the Empyrean Church key. Alright, well that was miserable. Miserable. I wonder if I can do this. Oh, and they created a block there. Not cool, man. Not cool, bro. I'll take it. Fall damage. Probably not the best way to start a fight. That one went through Matthias, says Colby. Just drinking it up, huh? I need a better save point. Stop hitting me. Bad time to buff, my friend. Where's your idiot sister? Idiot sandwich. A 3-hit combo. How brave. Y'all die, fuck. Items. When they'll be ready and plump enough for their own decimation. How about this line 3? Yes, finally. Finally got it. Thanks, Colby, for confirming as well. And who's speaking? It must be that entity. That AI entity, right? Yep, the one that's saying, I will feed them. That's got to be the entity that we were talking about. Good as well, Matthias, says Colby. Matthias says, awesome sauce. Thanks, Colby. Truly appreciate it. Hey, it took us some time, but we got it, right? We finally figured it out. These are also bad. Bad, wrong. Nice. All right. Cool, where'd you come from? And punch, punch, and die. Thank you. Whew. That took forever. And I'm sure that's not the last of them. That'd be too easy. Lovely. That's going to open from the other side. Tired Cat says, hello, Inhuman and all. What's up, Tired Cat? How you doing? R Squared says, Inhuman, not sure the church staff appreciates you destroying all their pews. Oops. That is my bad. I will replace said pews. I will replace them. Okay, the only thing I'm confused about... Oh, there's an item here. Didn't even see that. The Lucent Sword Shield. Wow, this is a cool environment. Yeah, we're in like the actual abbey itself. And now this is what they call Empyrean. Empyrean is like the transition area to the boss, essentially. Okay, so that's not going to open. I will certainly use one of these. I don't ever want to do that part again. Might as well rest. No, okay. Or just jump on the little body. This is a very cool environment. Colby says, howdy, Tired Cat. Matthias says, the dark entity behind the true form of AI, which originates and comes from the abyss and the abysmal void of darkness and space. Yeah, that's pretty sick. I like it. I am quite enjoying that story, Matthias. It doesn't make sense to me because that's not the form we face her in. You first face off with her in her, I don't know, her holy form or whatever, her radiance form. Maybe that's how we get around to this area? I don't even remember. I feel like I'm missing something. What if I go back into Axiom? Will it be different there? How's everybody doing today? How was your weekend, Tired Cat? Yeah, I mean, she's still there. When I remember this fight, we were in a beautiful field, and we faced off with Judge Cleric in a battlefield, but it was... She was wearing her golden armor and everything. Maybe this is what she... Oh, this is the illusion. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Inhuman. Oh, absolutely.
You will know peace.
Colby says, pretty cool the devs took the scrapped idea from DS3 to have the ability to make bonfires anywhere. Yeah, there are certain specific regions and areas that you can do it in this game. I had no clue that that was something they were trying to do in Dark Souls 3. That's awesome. I don't know her move, so... Lovely. Oof, okay, so she can either attack... Okay, those attacks are slower, a little bit more telegraphing, and then the sword attacks just kind of suck. She's like 4 at a time. My nose itches. Oh, that actually hurts. I thought she was just buffing her weapon. Big one, okay. Yikes, okay. Nice. Yeah, they did definitely implement that. I didn't know that was a Dark Souls 3 thing, at least from a conceptual standpoint. Tired Cat says, weekend was good, played 8 hours of a cozy game yesterday, Wildflower. Oh, nice. That's a good session, too. We played a bunch of games. We played Skyrim and Fallout and all that. It was a good time. Yes, I like Souls-likes and cozy games. It's a good mix, actually. You wouldn't think it at first, but it is, because sometimes you need to take a break from the stressful gameplay that a Souls-like can present, and you just relax and you still enjoy playing a game in the cozy game world. Matthias says, well, on a much brighter note, or a much lighter note, lighter note, I came up with my own quote and question this morning, which of course passed into my son before school to hear it. Care to hear it? I do, yeah, why not? Absolutely. Colby says, yeah, they even reused the animation for you putting the coiled sword into the firelink bonfire in the live game. No way, that's crazy. That was, whenever I forget the name of the very first boss. I've only played through Dark Souls 3 like one time, but I did like 100% kind of playthrough, or at least like a true ending kind of playthrough, and it was lots of fun. But I don't remember the name. It's the first boss, your tutorial boss, you know, the one that you take the sword out of.
Aberrant child.
That's so awesome. Oh man, my timing on it is so bad. I don't know what the heck she's doing here. AoE? Okay. That might be new. I don't remember that attack. So 2 attacks. That slam is gonna piss me off. Anytime she uses her banner, that's a great opportunity. Obviously this is a 2-phase boss, so the form we saw her in from above, that's her true form. So us using all these heals, probably not the best thing for my longevity. Okay, she's not very difficult, but I do need Gundyr. Yeah, Gundyr. Oh, that's such a great fight. Dark Souls 3 is a game that I highly revere, but I've only actually played through it a single time on stream back when you couldn't multi-stream, so it was, I think it was like a stream that I did on Twitch, but man, it was a fantastic game. At the time, you had to like stream and then you upload your VODs within, after a 48-hour period, because you had to wait for the exclusivity clause to expire. And there's so many things like that that people just never paid attention to, and of course me being like the stickler for rules was like, And I don't think I even have that playthrough. I may, I don't even know. It may be on my YouTube. But it was so much work. Every banner strike she does, I'm gonna punish with my charged attack. Drop kick for dramatic effect. Pretty much after every combo, I'm gonna actually punish her with that. Ah, good hit. Oh, come on. That hurt me. Her elbow. First try. Matthias, I'll read your quote. Once I win or die. Colby, you too, my friend. Oh, look at the jumblies on. She has like little plate jumblies. Jumbly plates.
I will incinerate your soul with holy fire for this.
That's Judge Cleric. Ugh. She wasn't quite as pure as she seems. I don't know what is corrupting them. I think it's the rune. How's she hurt already? Oh, mama. Hold on. Oh, my face. It's going back in. Okay, cool. Big combo. I don't like that. New combos. I'm scared. Ooh! I hate that combo. I can't hit her. I can't punish her as easily anymore. Oh, AoE slight. Okay. Getting some AoE swipes in. Yeah, I can't punish with that anymore. It's too slow. It's probably gonna explode. Ooh, okay, we can do this. We can certainly do this. Matthias says, men and women, I ask you this now. What is the weight and measure of a man or woman that doesn't even know the value of him or herself, or the importance of their own significance? Quote by Matthias. Matthias Rain. I like it. I like it. I even would take it a step further and be like, you know, how can you determine someone else's worth if you don't know your own, right? First, you know, worth or value. That's very interesting. I like that. Colby says, to me, DS3 has the most balanced and consistent fights in the series besides Bloodborne. Absolutely. And the reason for that, I think, largely has to do with the fact that the same engine from Bloodborne was used for DS3. So they had the same engine. What is everybody? I see a lot of people in chat. This is awesome. 15 viewers. That's massive. Thank you, everybody, taking some time out to hang out with me today. We are going to do our best to beat Judge Cleric.
It pains me to send sisters who roam its hall, but I take comfort except those who... Our holy work continues, Lambert.
Fellow sanctified vessel. May
Now we got an extra charge. That's huge.
flow through me.
She is bleeding so much for us. It's like, here, I thought it was just a little cut. Nah.
Our holy work continues, Lambert.
I need one more saintly quintessence, okay. Which I don't have. And do we have any of these? Ooh, only 37. That's fine. I don't have to work. Colby says, did not know that. Yeah, to my knowledge, my understanding is that they did use the same engine, hence the speed of the combat that is now very reminiscent. Now you're the aggressor. You're moving quickly in terms of like the manner in which you move. Like no longer are you doing like that. It's kind of slow, like almost turn-based, like I strike and then I wait for you to strike. Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2 type combat, and now it gets a little bit different in terms of the pacing. Now, not to simplify the fights, because those are all excellent games and stuff, and they all have really good fighting mechanics, but just saying, there's a very obvious difference between Bloodborne and Dark Souls 1 and 2, for example. Dark Souls 3, if I'm not mistaken, used the same engine. I like how she's really proud of herself. Oh shit, that move always messes me up. That's an AoE slam, okay. Got a little greedy there, it's my fault. Oh, darn it. Oh, I'm not dead yet. Hold on. Tired Cat, I see your chat about Fuoco. I'm gonna try and understand just one moment. Just my fault. I can't multitask. I'm terrible at this. Terrible at multitasking. Okay, I just need to be careful there then. So I just need to dodge the first one and then strafe. Remember, economy of motion. You don't need to be moving around too much. There you go. I need to quit being greedy there on that backstep. Forgot that I was an umbral, so I could have died there. One, and then strafe. We're getting the science down. Strafe. Punch her right, and the tummies. Inhuman, I beat the King's Flame Fuoco and Lies of P on normal difficulty without an AI spec to overthrows. I'm getting better. Nice. That's super impressive. Very good. Very good work. Because Fuoko is actually quite difficult too, because you think you can parry him or guard him quite easily, but he's got these weird delays that really make him quite difficult. And the fire damage is so overwhelming. Excellent work.
Holy fire for this rubber
Matthijs says, thanks Inhuman for your always knowledgeable and thoughtful input. I even googled it, and surprisingly, according to AI, nobody is or was or recorded for saying or asking that question exactly like that. Surprisingly, however, Bernard Hopkins, a boxer no less, came close. But his, in my opinion, is definitely different. Oh yeah. Make it your own, my friend. Make it your own. You always have really good thoughts like that anyways. Okay, so that's... I don't know what that's going to need to be in terms of my movements. Explosion. That's fine. I didn't want to... I was trying to heal, and like aggressively, so I could really look at that moveset, because there's that combo there that I'm going to get hit by a little bit more often than I'd like. So do I back away? What do I do there? Phase 1 we can clean up, and I can maybe use, you know, come into this fight with 5 to 6 sanguinarics or 5 to 6 heals. Obviously, it's incredibly important to stay an axiom for the whole time as well, until part 2. When she's buffing like that, I might be able to get a second shot in there. One more stupid arrow volley, and then we're good. Oh, you're not fun today. I got punished for attacking and then being struck mid-strike there, sadly. Took away my whole health bar. Too late. My dodge, that's okay. Darn it. Okay, her lock on is like insane. I was strafing and you can't get away with just strafing on her.
In radiance, judgment.
Whatever you say, old lady. So her tracking is far better in her second phase. Like, you cannot just strafe it. That better not have hurt me. It didn't. She got in my way. I was trying to literally strafe that. Let's stay in Axiom no matter what. Oh, as if on cue, I go to Umbral anyways. I need to watch her a little bit better. That should not be getting me. The strike where she does the slam should not be getting me. Ooh, okay, she can do a third strike to that combo with her banner. Four hit combo. No! What kind of combo is that? Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break. I need to go to the restroom and I'll be right back. BRB. Okay, I have returned. Matthias is evidently the kind of combo that momentarily technically knocks out people till they inevitably respawn. Wait, oh, I missed the whole first part. Did you say something before that? The last comment I see for you, Matthias, is about Bernard Hopkins. Oh yes, I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Let's do this. She's not incredibly difficult. That phase 2 is a bit of a doozy though. Her tracking is just so much better. And that's gonna be a slam, or what is that? Yeah. Alright, now come fight me. Oh, that sucks. Rox says, "Hey, Inhuman, how are you?" I'm doing great, Rox. How are you doing? Are you feeling better finally? You getting out of that that cold or flu or whatever you had? Hopefully. Matai says, "No, you did. You asked and presented the question to your audience. What kind of combo is that?" Oh, yes. I hate that lag. That lag definitely ruins the moment. Evidently, the kind of combo that TKOs people. Yes. That's the kind of combo I got hit with. That is that combo. I gotta figure out her combos better. Oh, she pretty much has the same combos. She just recovers a lot faster. Yeah, she moves a lot faster. Okay, so that's fine. That's new. Hold on, what is that? Wait, what is that? Oh, okay. That's not too bad. Why does it keep going? Is there? Can we stop that? That visual distortion is... wow, that's disorienting. Wow, I have not seen that attack before. I think it might slow me down a little bit too. Kind of like when you're in the frost. Shoot. Oh my gosh, first try. Just kidding. That was awesome. Whew. My gosh, no more fever night work today. Oh, sorry about that, Rocks. Matthias, let's see what we got in chat as well. I think we're safe. Let me grab this first, because now I'm scared. Whew, that was GG's, I'd say. Thorned Chalice, that was intense. Now what do I do? Golly, R Square says hype, Colby says GG's. Thank you guys so much. Matthias is so inhuman. If you remember, I opened up with a quote by Socrates, but of course, as always, coming from me, there was a meaning and a purpose behind it. Would you perhaps like to know why? I also hope you feel in or get better, Rocks. Unfortunately for all of us, it's flu season. It's quite ravenous and hungry indeed. GG's, well-deserved victory. Yeah, I'd like to know why. Of course. You know me. I'm all about hearing what you guys got to say. That was intense. I loved it. I'm a little concerned because I don't want to cleanse the beacon, but can I not grab that? I don't know. That's weird. That's weird. I've not seen that before. GG, says Rox. Thank you so much. That's all she has to say. Okay. Do I pull this, guys? I've never seen that before. I'm going to do it.
Make your cut, Vermingard.
I don't want to cleanse the beacon. Why doesn't she say anything? What? Where am I supposed to go? I really don't want to die, but we could always retrieve whatever from here, I guess. You can grab... Okay, I could grab the stigma, which I grabbed. I was scared that it was going to somehow interact with the thing. She doesn't say anything, and you can grab the stigma. Okay, thank you so much, Rox. Yeah, Rox is like... I think you just completed your veteran run not too long ago, right? It's a few days ago. That's the way out. I can circle back. I don't remember how to get to the king. Enhanced Holy Grenade. We have like 3 different versions of the grenade now. But that was a key, my bad. This is the boss arena. This is our vestige right before said boss arena. Let's rest up. And level up. Get this vitality. How much am I getting for this? Where's my vitality? Get that up to 40. Why not, right? Get that up to 40. What now should I do with my life? That was everything there. Let me look at my notes really quickly, and I'll read Matthias's chat. We talked to Stallman, we gave him the banner. Right, let's see. The Iron Wafer will help with the boss and steal the rune. They did that already. Upper Calrath. Okay, so we're gonna warp back to Upper Calrath. To access Upper Calrath, return to the hub, cross the Pieta boss fight. Okay, don't I need to kill Andreas of Ebb? I have like no more merchants because how is she here? Guys, that's impossible that she's here. That is impossible. We killed her in the previous episode. Where are my keys then? That is impossible. Rune tablet and chip tablet. Something's wrong. How do I have both of these seed pods? Oh, I'm so confused, man. I should not have... I literally killed Damaros, so now I'm super confused. Why is she back?
You again.
This is dumb. Makes no sense. I am so confused right now. She should not be back. She won't let me give her the tablets. Like, she won't let me give her the tablets. Like, so let me go check if I have the second one. Does everyone remember where the tablets are? Let me check my notes real quick. I'm so sorry. Okay, hold on. Tablet. You can find the first tablet and Fitzroy's Gorge. I know I got that. I gave her that one. Second tablet is in the Calrath Mining District. Ooh, did I get that one? And the Rune tablet. Oh, this is so stupid. How is she not dead? Let's figure this out real quick, because now I'm super confused. Second tablet should be in Upper Calrath Mining District? I don't remember where that one's at. I need to go see if Damaros is back now. Somehow by killing Judge Cleric, these NPCs are back. Damaros should be dead. I killed her on stream, and I killed Gerlinda as well. So Damaros is just gone. How could that undo my progress? Matthias says, well, Inhuman, if I may, let me share another quote by Socrates first. When the debate is lost, slander becomes the tool of the loser. Ooh, that is a good one. That's a very good one. It's very true as well. The third one's in the tower. Yeah, I don't think I have the second one then. If I look at my... I think I gave her the second one first, and I read that it's a glitch. Or a bug, and if you don't give her the rune tablets in the correct order, you're kind of screwed. So we have the chipped and the rune. I need the cracked rune tablet, which I don't know where that one's at. Let's see. Oh, I can't look it up because I'm streaming right now. Ooh, it's in Upper Calrath Mining District, so what the heck? Where would that be? I have the first and the second one. The rune tablet's the last one. This is the very first one you get in Fitzroy's Gorge. Now I need the second one. I don't know how I have these still because Damaros should be dead. I have no clue where Damaros goes if if she's not dead. I actually killed her in the last one, so I'm super confused. Oh my gosh, that's so weird. You guys saw me. I've killed him before. Damaros would be at Brammus Castle, I guess, but I don't understand how she wouldn't be there. Let's check one other thing then. I'm so confused right now. This should not be the case. We were able to move 2 paces forward in the Mother's Lull, the Putrid Mother's Lull. So I don't understand why the seed pods are back in my inventory. And how Gerlinda's back alive. Damaros is gone for good. Why didn't Gerlinda die? She was glitched out with the quest for the tablets, which I believed I had all 3 tablets, but I gave her the second one first apparently, and that ruined the progression of the quest line. Let's just make sure Damaros is actually dead. That should be Damaros. That should be Gerlinda. So how the heck is Gerlinda alive? Gerlinda's still alive somehow. I don't know how that's possible. I guess the next thing we can try and do is go to the Upper Calrith Mining District and find that tablet. I don't remember where it's at. Let me see. I gotta be able to find it. Let me check on my phone. I thought I had it. Cracked tablet. LOTM. All right. Get out of here. Wish I could see where they're warping from. I'm trying to look at a guide, but you know, they have like the 7 minutes of like, hey, make sure you subscribe and all this stuff. It's on mute, so I have no clue what he's saying. I'm gonna try here very quickly. This is so strange. I don't know what's going on. Matthias says, with that quote by Socrates being said, I was watching, in my opinion, at least a very interesting video based on and inspired by Socrates and his teachings and or observations titled How Our Society Started Worshipping Idiots. That's funny. Rock says, very strange. Normally the monster asks you for the 3rd tablet to free him. Yeah, and this isn't helping, so let's see. Everything's jacked up. How is Gerlinda alive? She died like 2 streams ago in frustration because the quest glitched for me. And so I was like, well, whatever. This is very, very strange indeed. I'm gonna go check if she's gonna talk to me or not, but I have a feeling she might not. I can give her the rune tablet, but that's not the correct order. And I need to make sure, I know I got all the tablets. That's what's not making any sense to me. I have every single tablet. It doesn't make any sense for me to not have it. Because the second tablet's right here. Would be right here, I think. Yeah, so I certainly got the tablet. I am so confused. Okay, so let's go back and warp to Skyrest. Since I gave her the second tablet first, I think that just ruins everything, but I don't understand how she's dead in the mother's lull, but she can still talk to me. So confused. Matthias says, imagine Inhuman, if you will, living in a world when the loudest voice is mistaken for the wisest, where influence replaces wisdom, popularity becomes the new measure of truth. Well, shoot, that's already now. I mean, since it's always kind of been the case, but since social media, I mean, that has made that statement ever more true. See, now it's like seed pot. Like, what?
To see that. Makes no sense.
Yeah, it makes no sense. Well, because you're not...
Oh, get back to work, Falcon. Oh, get back to work.
I don't understand. So because I gave her the cracked rune tablet first, I think she's just dumb now. She's like, I don't understand it, and he won't even take it. We can stop imagining, says Matthias, because that's exactly the world we live in. Absolutely. Verify the tower, the tablet location in the tower. I have that one. The third tablet is the rune tablet. So it's chipped, cracked, and rune tablet, and I have all three. I gave her the second one first, I guess, thinking I had already given her the first one, and because I skipped giving her the first one, that bugs out the quest. This is the very first one. This is the third one. I gave her the second one, so I do not understand how she's still a merchant and how she's still alive. Like, that's not correct. Whatever. Okay, that's really frustrating. I thought I had a second chance to fix it, and now it's like, nope, you sure don't.
Having a deck is no small.
Don't we have to go beat the Light Reaper now? So when I gave her, I tried to give her all the runes. I think on accident, I gave her the second rune first. That bugged out her quest, so then in frustration, I was going to give her the seed pod anyways, because I'm going to do the Umbral ending. So I gave her the seed pod, and she cursed me out, and then she died. And then she was gone from there. And I went to the Mother's Lull, and I pulled her little, you know, her part of the platform. And now, somehow, she's back. Yes, I am now in front of I'm facing a bug, for sure. I don't know what the heck's going on. That is so strange. At some point I should be able to kill it. Oh, what the heck? That's new. Don't remember that. And I already got his book. Yeah, so like, what? What do I need to do? Oh, let me look at my notes. I'm so confused right now.
Keep your distance. I warn you.
You need to go to Upper Calrath through Skywrath, which acts up, return to the hub, cross the Pieta boss fight, and head upstairs. Then you fight the Light Reaper and the Iron Wayfarer. Okay, good. This is so confusing. I'm still definitely going to go for the Umbral ending. I just don't know if it's bugged. I don't think it is. Gerlinda should be dead. She is somehow still there. Unfortunately, she bugged out my quest where I couldn't do either of the rune things because I gave her the second one first. You should be able to give all three at any point in time. So dumb. That's a really dumb bug. And that was there at launch too. At least you saw her body. Yeah, so we should be fine. Matthias says, a society that once sought enlightenment through philosophy, reason, and virtue has slowly begun to worship ignorance disguised as confidence. But how exactly did we get here? Yeah. Excellent questions. Oh. How did we get here? We allowed ourselves to get here. I certainly don't remember how to get to anything important here. Ah, there you are. Okay, this is the fight then. Come on, fool. Oh, in principle, you can still go for the Umbra ending. I hope so. You can go for the Umbra ending. Equal for Damaros. Quest before kill, you must give her 3 types of dough. Okay. Rogar meat. That includes the meat from the Reaper. I didn't even know I could do her quest. I killed her early. I killed her early for sure. Matthias says, how is the human race capable of such profound thought and beauty end up celebrating superficiality over substance? Does our society still value wisdom? Or have we traded it for more mere entertainment? Oh yeah, instant gratification, all the things. We've become short-sighted as a species. Are you? Okay, of course you are.
As you can see, I'm a man of my word. For honor and camaraderie.
Yeah, right. Light Reaper's gonna be a pain in the butt. He is so strong.
As you can see, for honor.
Is that him? I don't even know which one is him, but I think I have to like summon him or he'll come in the fight. I don't know, whatever.
As you can see, I'm a man of my word. You have nothing to fear now. Lead the charge. For honor and camaraderie.
That shouldn't have hit me. Oh gosh. Come on, buddy. Oh, it's a grab. Epic grab. Okay, can I get out? Stop hitting me, fool. Okay, how the heck? He's clearly tied to an umbral, a parasite that's below that thing, so I need to figure that out, I guess. Huh. Maybe I just rush straight into it. Maybe after defeating Judge Cleric, now that pathway is going to be open up to you. I'm not entirely sure. You can ask the Paladin for help. Yeah, the problem is, when I'm actually coming back here for that reason, I just remembered that. So, I've touched all the stigmas. There's only like 4, and I've activated every single one. Have a feeling it's just another bug. But that door won't open for me. Like, I've activated every single one. I don't know why it's not open. I feel like that's 2 bugs. Because I have activated every stigma. They're all very simple to get. So I can't even do that one either. Oh, that's annoying. So before we beat the game, I'll look to see if there's any way to fix that, but I don't think there is. Matthias says, Socrates himself once walked, as I previously stated, the streets of Athens asking questions like these that made people feel uncomfortable. He attempted to expose illusion of knowledge. I like that. I do like that. And maybe I shouldn't have lumped them together so quickly, but in general, I feel like they were really highly revered for some of the thoughts they had, but some of which even, what I would say, although they didn't probably get inspired from the things at the time, but a lot of them can be found, well, obviously within the Word. But that's why I'm like, yeah, it's not a unique thought, but it's a good that they're sharing those thoughts. But I do like some of the things you've been mentioning and revealing about him today that I just don't remember. For the quest, you can ask the help for the Paladin, but you didn't. Or Kukajine's quest. Yeah, Kukajine's quest, I haven't asked for her help in a single boss fight, so that's a fail. I have the skin, I have all the stigmas, and that's all you should need for that. I don't know what is causing that to not work, but it's fine. Okay, what is the problem? How do I get to this little vestige thing? Why are there so many enemies here?
Coin and jewels right here in my hands. It's all yours. Take it, and I can get you more. A lot more. Just please, don't.
Ah, perfect. Go unlock the parasite above the door. Okay. That's hopefully what I just did. I forgot to do something. I don't know what I did, but the quest of Paladin progressed correctly. And Dunmire's quest also. Oh yeah, I need to do Dunmire's. It's very boring. But at least she gives you a good ring and a sword. Right, that should be good, right?